Kim McMillan, Vice President of Marketing and Communications at Canopy Realtors Association, and your host on today's podcast of Inside the Canopy Files. Inside the Canopy Files goes beyond the scenes of one of Canopy Housing Foundation's most impactful initiatives, Realtors Care Day. Realtors Care Day, which has happened annually since 2009, is a community-wide initiative that aims to improve the local communities and lives of our neighbors in Mecklenburg, Iredell, and Haywood counties. The primary areas of focus of Canopy Realtors Association's Realtor members. Join me as I go on the road as we learn more about this dynamic project that's totally volunteer-powered. Realtors Care Day is held annually in April to recognize Fair Housing Month. It's an initiative of Canopy Housing Foundation that started back in 2009. As a commitment to sustaining affordable workforce housing, the community-wide home repair project assists homeowners and nonprofits annually with exterior home repairs and provides adaptive and safety modifications for those in need. Since 2009, 315 families and nonprofit organizations have received assistance through Realtors Care Day, and the project has a total economic impact of more than $1.2 million. This year's project assisted 13 homeowners across Mecklenburg, Iredell, and Haywood counties, and 2 community sites. Some sites are Habitat for Humanity sites, as well as home sites that have been identified by our partners at the City of Charlotte, Code Enforcement, and East Huntersville Community Outreach. The 2 community sites realtors supported were Gen 1 and Eastway Middle School. Gen 1 is a nonprofit which supports talented first-generation students from underserved communities, helping them successfully navigate to and go to college. And the second community site, Charlotte Mecklenburg's Eastway Middle School, is a second home away from home for many students that attend. And because food insecurity is becoming more and more of an issue for a number of our neighbors, the Realtors Young Professional Network held food drives and collected food donations in Mecklenburg and Haywood counties. Listen in as we talk with realtor leadership, realtor volunteers, contractors, and our sponsors who help power this massive project. Hear their stories and learn more about who we're helping and why we volunteer. Today's episode is all about improving communities. We are at Eastway Middle School, and we have over 50-some volunteers. This is a large project site for us today, and there's just a myriad of repairs going on. You can hear the sounds in the background, painting, landscaping, fixing bleachers, just really making life improvements to this campus. We're also surrounded by about 20-30 students who are riding bicycles around the track. It's a really neat program that Eastway Middle School has as part of their physical education to keep the students healthy. So we're exercising our minds and brains and spirit today. I'm standing here today with Anne Marie DeCatsi, CEO of Canopy Realtor Association, Canopy MLS, and Canopy Housing Foundation. Just saying the word foundation brings us to today. We are at the 2023 Realtors Care Day. Anne Marie, tell us about what Realtors Care Day means to you.
Well, when I think about Realtors Care Day, it makes me very proud of the fact that realtors are actually caring about sustaining homeownership. And most of the projects that we work on are all about making sure that the homeowner stays in their home, taking care of these unmet critical housing needs. And when we look at all we've done, we've probably helped over 300 families and nonprofit organizations since 2009. And I think we've assessed our community impact as about $1.2 million. So realtors are really making sure that our community is thriving and that our homeowners stay in place. And it's a great day for realtors to get out and volunteer. And it makes me very proud to work for realtors.
That's amazing. Our Realtors Care Day has become a national model. Do you want to talk about that?
I think what we do here for Realtors Care Day is unique in this country. I don't think there's any other realtor association, local or state, that comes near to this type of one-day effort on the impact that we have in a single day. So, yes, I think we are a model, but in some ways it's a little intimidating because we've kind of made it look easy. But I've always said the thing about Realtors Care Day is it's nothing short of a military operation because it takes a lot of planning, a lot of volunteers, a lot of research. So it is something that we would be more than happy to share with other realtor associations to learn from what we've done and make it easier for them. And there are ways you can do that and make an impact in your community and not necessarily do as much as we've done here in the Charlotte Canopy Realtor jurisdiction in our 3 counties of Mecklenburg, Iredell, and Haywood. That is a really tough question to think that there'd be just one that resonates with me because they are all so unique. I think we've worked on, the children's home in Troutman, and knowing the impact it's going to have on the kids that live there was very touching to me. Having adopted a child, I had a special soft spot for that. But I mean, even today I learned about a new program. It's not new, I just didn't know about it. It's called the so there's a project today that I had no idea of that's been around for a while, but it's called Gen 1, and Gen 1 is actually in partnership with Aldersgate, and they work with what they want to do is increase the number of first generation students in CMS to help them finish high school strong and get into colleges and further their careers. So they really focus on the students, and I had no idea this little nonprofit is tucked away in the Aldersgate community. So that was interesting to learn about. But other than that, just knowing that we're allowing homeowners to stay in their home, and it's sometimes easy to be critical of how did they let it get that far that they need this kind of help. But we're helping a lot of people in the community who have either a disability or a family member with a disability, and they're focused on that. They're not focused on improving their homes or even keeping their homes safe. So that is where we come in, and I think we make a huge difference.
How are some of the sites selected that y'all go to provide these services?
So the way we go through the site selection right now, I believe, is we get referrals from the City of Charlotte, Housing and Neighborhood Development, City Code Enforcement, and then the habitats that we partner with. So they're a big source of potential sites for us to work on. And then we also, put it out in the community. So members could volunteer to say, I have a site. But once we have all the applicants in, and you have to apply, we have a pretty thorough process. We have some requirements. You have to, for the homeowners, you have to own your home. You can't be a renter. Then there's a small group, and I'm going to say maybe 2 or 3 realtors who go out to every site and assess whether it's a doable project in a day. And it can be very heartbreaking to see some of these sites and know that we're not going to be able to take care of them. But the other is that we really want to make sure that we have enough volunteers to handle the projects that we do pick. So that there is a very thorough process that I'm not directly involved in, but I know a lot, months of work goes into getting ready for this one day.
There we go.
I'm standing here with Tiffany Johannes, our president of Canopy Realtors Association, Canopy MLS, and Canopy Housing Foundation. Tiffany, this is a longtime passion of yours, foundation work and Realtors Care Day. Do you want to tell us why and how you got involved?
When I first joined Canopy Realtor Association after I became a member, I was looking at all the committees, all the opportunities, and actually someone I served with on Junior League of Charlotte was the chair or the vice chair of the Housing Opportunity Foundation at the time. And I thought, you know what? I've been volunteering with her a lot. I'd really like to check out what the foundation's about. and how they make a difference. And from the first meeting, I was hooked.
When you chaired the committee and chaired Realtors Care Day, tell us about the magnitude of that planning and the operation.
I have so much respect for those who put on Realtors Care Day today and do the day-to-day work of our foundation. It takes a lot to pull off a day like this across the city, across counties, even over into Haywood County. And the dedication of our volunteers and the diligence they take beyond and before today is far and beyond what anyone can imagine that they do to pull off today. And getting all the volunteers to show up, all the sponsors to be a part of, we're just so proud of that committee, the foundation, as well as the support our members provide us year in and year out with Realtors Care Day and all the other initiatives that we have with our foundation.
Every site over the years has its own special story, but is there one site or one year that just stood out for any reason?
Every year is so special. I think my year as Realtors Care Day, we were doing a project where we were doing an entire neighborhood. And so there are lots of houses close by. You could walk from house to house. So that camaraderie and that feel of the community was huge. And at the end of the day, one of the homeowners and her husband invited us into a circle just to talk about the day and what it meant to them, what it meant to each of the volunteers. And we all came away just crying that day. And so it just always has solidified how important Realtors Care Day is to the community and to the homeowners.
Is there anything you wanted me to ask you?
Actually, I would say if you've been on the sidelines thinking about volunteering, trying to find the right place within Canopy, checking out what our foundation has to offer might be that fit you've been looking for. So if you haven't volunteered for Realtors Care Day, Project Reach is coming up, and it would be a great way to get your feet wet and to make a difference in our community and have our realtors continue to stand out. So think about it.
Thank you. We're standing here with Blake Lewis, the 2023 Realtors Care Day Chair. Blake, you have been at headquarters, which we mean the Canopy Realtors Association office. You are in the control tower. Tell us what this morning was like.
Well, it actually started off really good today because a lot of our deliveries and things happened yesterday. So like dumpsters, potties, deliveries from Lowe's that had all of our supplies for each of our sites. They all got delivered yesterday. So that kind of basically any problems that we were having with that, most of them got sorted out yesterday. So that freed us up this morning. We did have a few little snafus. And so we pretty much spent the morning just kind of resolving that and going from there. Nothing that we couldn't handle. We got it done. Everyone's happy. Each of the sites seemed to be running really smooth today. We're sending folks out to Lowe's to get additional supplies that maybe they didn't realize that they needed, or a couple of orders that maybe just were missing something or maybe mismarked as far as what they thought they were going to get.
So personally, when did you first get involved with Realtors Care Day, and why?
So about 7 years ago, I found out through my firm that there was something called Realtors Care Day, and basically it just sounded really interesting to me. I was able to maybe do something and help out and kind of learn more about what Canopy is and what the association has, and it was something that I didn't really know anything about at the time. I didn't realize all of the great things that Canopy offers as far as the Canopy Housing Foundation and so many wonderful committees that you could serve on. I had no idea about any of this back then. I got my first start just as a volunteer, like just anyone else that's a realtor has that opportunity. So that was my first year. And then after that, I just loved it so much. It was my favorite activity for the year that we get to be a part of. And so then I ended up becoming a site captain. And I was a site captain for, I believe, 2 years. And I loved that. I had an opportunity to work with Habitat and on several different sites, and that was great. from there, somehow along the lines, I got asked to be a part of the core committee for Realtors Care Day. And through that, each of our committee members are actual area captains for all the sites. So they kind of oversee the daily activities for the sites. So I did that for a few years, and I was able, one of the roles that I had on the committee was basically working alongside Brian Leach, and together we would have a list of folks that we would set up as site captains and project managers on each of the sites. So that was kind of the role that I did for a few years after that. And then somehow somebody asked me to be the chair this year, and I love it because this really truly is my favorite event of the year and just something that really means a lot to me. And being able to have the opportunity for us to really make an impact in our local communities, it's just something that I'm so glad to be a part of. And you start your day and just you get to really make a difference in each of these individuals' lives. And here we are today at Eastway Middle School, and this is a different project for us. We've never really done a school before. But one of the things with Eastway is that we're not just impacting one person here, we're impacting the lives of so many students who just get to come to school each day now, feeling a little more proud about where they go to school. And that impacts the whole community as a whole. So I love that with this project. It's a big project, and I'm super excited for everyone that's here today.
Hola, Morbilia.
Hola.
All right, tell us what you're doing out here at Eastway Middle School today.
Hoy estamos cambiando las vidas de muchos estudiantes en esta comunidad. Una de las cosas que estamos haciendo. Well, besides changing life of these kids, we are fixing the bleachers right here. They do use this constantly, like weekly. This is where they spend most of the time. We are painting around the concession stand. We are also landscaping and beautifying the outside of the library. So there's a lot of landscaping going on as well. They do some planting in there. And sometimes they use that for just to, they want to take a break. We wanted to make sure that place is looking good and it's pleasant to be sitting in there. So we're doing some pressure washing, we're planting some new shrubs, we trim all the trees around, and I believe they use that also for planting, like growing vegetables and things like that. So,
You're a longtime volunteer. When did you start, and why do you keep doing it?
I started from the very beginning, the very first Realtor Care Day. And I don't know, this is something that I like to do. I like to enjoy myself giving back. And at the same time, we fellowship with everybody over here. But the fact that now we're doing it with the school, I remember when we started was just helping people fix houses, like the outside, the roof, and some other additional information that it was needed from the actual homeowners. And now that we're doing for this school, it's a big deal. This is a school that really is grateful for what we're doing. We also doing the basketball court as well. They spend a lot of time out here. So I believe this is one of the most rewarding for me. Actually, I think this is the best site we have, sorry. Because we're changing neighborhood. This is all about the neighborhood, the community. And the school is part of our community. So I'm really excited about this project.
Why is it important to invest the time, energy, the labor, the materials in projects like these?
Well, I mean, I'm going to talk personally. For me, it's important to be part of the change. The only way that you are part of the change is getting involved. And that's why I have never gave up on Realtor Care Days or any project that the foundation does. Giving back and making the changes and helping people to get better, because just the fact that the families come here and spend their time watching their kids playing the sports that they do, that's what the joy comes. And having being part of changing the bleachers where they sit down every day with the kids, with the brothers, with the sister, with the family, it is important. So I like that. Para ellos ver que esto se está embelleciendo, yo creo que va a ser un aporte muy importante. Se van a sentir orgullosos de venir para acá y de participar.
We're here with Gabby Beaver at Eastway Middle School, and she is the area captain. First of all, what is an area captain?
So the area captain is just like a level of leadership that's kind of a point of contact for the site captain, the volunteer captain, and kind of in between the Terry, just to make sure that we are helping coordinate all the details, and we're just like one person to call instead of everybody calling Terry.
When you found out you were going to be the area captain over this site, why did you get excited about that?
So I'm actually a former CMS middle school teacher. I taught 6th grade at AG Middle for almost 10 years. And so I just know, like, from a personal perspective, I just know how much love people in the community have to give to middle schools. They just don't always have the opportunity. And I know how much love the middle schools need. But also, I know that middle schools and all schools in general run in total and utter chaos. And so as somebody who has been in a school building, like, I knew what to expect. Like, don't do something during carpool. There's going to be kids on campus. Like, what's their school schedule? How are we going to be operating, like, around their day? So I was glad to be able to put my former career expertise into play here and just to help make it run more smoothly.
I know you've talked with the principal here, and what any advice or any, just anything she shared with you that we should know?
They were both, so I actually worked with Jill Barclay, and she's the Dean of Students, I think. Anyway, she is wonderful, and she and I have worked together. Basically, they're just so happy that we're here. And I've also worked with Marie McCall, the volunteer coordinator, just to help get everybody registered as a volunteer and make sure that everybody is cleared to be on site, because it is a school during the school day. But they're just so thrilled to have us here, so thrilled that we're taking an interest in the school and just trying to help make it a better place. And one thing that Jill said that stuck with me, and I've actually experienced this in my own life, but when kids get suspended, that means they're not supposed to come back to school. Sometimes they still come to the building because, like, this is their safe space. Whatever's happening at their house or where they live, like, that may not be a safe space for them to be. And so school is their safe place. And so, just us coming here to help make it more beautiful and to just show that we care and just give it a little extra love is, they're just thrilled to have us. So, okay, so one thing that we're doing with that courtyard, I think is important to talk about, because there's like a sort of an idea in education now that we shouldn't just be like suspending kids. Like, why are they acting out? What's the issue? And so there's a model called restorative practices. And I don't know what CMS always uses different language, but like 4 years ago, restorative practices was what we were working on. And it's like, instead of just suspending a kid, let's go have a conversation. Like, why the teacher and the student, or the principal and the student, or the two students who are in a fight, like, what's the issue? Let's just talk about it. Let's have a conversation. What was going on in your head? What was going on in your head? Where are you coming from? And instead of just suspending kids, let's talk about it. Like, let's have a conversation. And so one thing that they're really excited with the patio that we're working on out there is to have a space for kids to come and sit in a beautiful natural area and meditate and have those conversations. Sit out there and read a book. Go just sit out there and like reflect on, like, why did you just blow up on your teacher? Like, what's going on? Just to have a space for that. They're so excited about, and I think that not everybody is aware of that sort of discipline model, but it's really going to be impactful, I think, in this space.
Well, it's great that Realtors Care Day is about home sites, but each year we have community partnerships, and you have described what's going on here at Eastway Middle School beautifully, and it just demonstrates that realtors just don't care today. They care every day.
That's right. We sure do.
Gabby, thank you. You're doing a great job.
Okay. We just really wanted to thank you for allowing us to come out today on our Realtors Care Day to make a difference to your school, to beautify it, to provide spaces for the students, for the staff to enjoy. And we also realized that you were missing something that I know Gabby said that you guys really needed. And we didn't have it in the budget at first, but we figured out how to make it work. And so we have a portable soccer goals here that we're going to give you guys today.
Oh my God!
Realtors Care.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. We hope the
We
students will
are
enjoy it.
so grateful. Thank you, first of all, for selecting our school. And thank you so much for the hard work, the time, the care, the passion, the energy, the love. East Charlotte is the most special part of our city. We have the most diversity in the city, in this area, and our school is extremely diverse. We have a lot of needs and they need a lot of love. And so just every little bit helps. So everything that you all are doing to make this day special for us, we truly appreciate it. And a big thank you to Miss Barclay, because she has taken the lead on this. We're just so grateful.
My pleasure.
So grateful. Our kids are grateful. I cannot wait to get them out here and see it.
We have a home soccer game on Monday,
Yes.
so we'll get to use the bleachers on Monday.
Yes. And Eastway, it is a very special place. And we don't always get the great press that we deserve, that our students deserve, that our staff deserves. Sometimes the perception of schools that need love and support is less than favorable, but this place is amazing. Our kids and staff, our families are amazing. This community is amazing, and they deserve special treatment and love like this. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
really
everyone.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you. This is awesome. I can't believe it. Thank you.
Earlier today, we heard from Blake Lewis, who is the chair for the 2023 Realtors Care Day initiative. And she said something really special, that we're just not on a site and improving the physical site. We are improving lives at Eastway Middle School. And it's so serendipitous to have one of our own realtors volunteering today on site, Angela, whose daughter goes to Eastway Middle School. Angela, what's it like to volunteer and know that your baby girl is going to come out here and just...
First of all, I was just honored to be here today. First, and I just want to just thank the association, because a lot of folks and a lot of times over here in this part of town, we don't get a lot of the support that a lot of other places get, especially here. And so as a parent, to be able to have a team of people that I work with and see and sort of believe in as being a realtor come here and support the school that my daughter goes to is amazing. And so I am excited. I'm just happy and grateful. And I feel like we have just done an amazing job. And it's definitely helping to change the energy and synergy around Eastway Middle School. Yes.
What do you think your daughter's going to enjoy the most about what y'all have done?
She's going to love this little garden back. She is a nature girl. She's in 6th grade, but she loves dirt. She loves flowers and all of this stuff. And so I can't wait to catch her reaction when she goes back here and looks at this little area. I think she is going to be amazed. Yes, absolutely.
I'm here with Jamie Young, who happens to be on the Canopy Realtor Association Board of Directors and also involved in Realtors Care Day. He has been really behind the scenes with logistics. Jamie, talk about how you've been able to support the group in making this successful today.
Well, what we're doing here today, we are going to all the sites and hauling away a lot of debris and a lot of, from the sites, the work that the people are doing on each site, and bringing it back to the dumpster area. Just glad to be involved. I mean, it's a beautiful day out. Everybody's out working hard, giving back to the community. That's what we do, and that's why we're excited to be here today to participate in this here Realtors Care Day today.
You've obviously gotten around to a number of the sites. It's really a transformative day. Has anything stood out to you so far?
It is the excitement of the homeowners, to be able to have a group of realtors come out and restore, their homes, to do a lot of painting. They are out building decks, doing a whole host of projects. It's just the excitement on the homeowners' face, to see that, to make sure that, that tells us that we are definitely making a difference in the community.
We're standing here today with the team from Pinnacle, who they are the 2023 Realtors Care Day title sponsor, and we so appreciate your support. This is your second year, isn't it? And
Yes.
We're here with Mr. Danny Davis, who is the president of Senior Vice President of Pinnacle. Tell us why you do this project.
Well, Pinnacle is known for community development in the neighborhoods. So we strive and we believe in partnership with organizations like yourself to become better aware of the neighborhoods that we service.
There's 15 sites today, and I know you have the ambitious goal of getting to all 15. But tell us what you've observed and what kind of impact have you seen so far?
Well, I've seen a very deep sense of caring about the neighborhoods that you guys are participating in. The families that we have an opportunity to meet are very pleased and happy with what we're doing in the neighborhoods. So again, we are just thankful to be a part of the organization.
How do you describe Realtors Care Day when you're talking about what you do in the community?
Well, I think more people should get involved with the development and the organization to become a part of what they do in the neighborhoods. It is very important and very rewarding.
Anything else you want to add?
No, we're just glad to be here. As the group and staff that we're here, and we're very pleased to be here, to be a part of this organization.
Again, thank you for your support. We could not do it without you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Kim McMillan. I'm Vice President of Marketing at Canopy Realtors Association, and I'm pleased to be out here on site for the 2023 Realtors Care Day. We are currently at a home on Hezekiah Place, and we're going to hear the stories of impact, starting with the project manager, Lane Price. The question is, hey, Lane, good to see you on this sunny day. Tell us how many years you've been a site captain or project manager. Yes, tell
This is my third year. I did 2 years prior to COVID. So I had two houses side by side and probably 45 to 50 volunteers. So a lot of people working and a lot of work, long days, but definitely was worthwhile. So
what are y'all doing out here at Hezekiah Place today?
So we're doing general cleanup, a lot of landscaping. We're cleaning up gutters. We're going to have the house pressure washed tomorrow, I believe. Basically putting landscape timbers around, getting a bunch of trash out of the backyard, replacing a few doors, exterior entry doors. So that's the scope of it.
What makes you so motivated to do this work?
It's just a matter of giving back. That's the biggest thing. So, I'm a remodeling contractor. I'm also a realtor as well. So the main thing is taking a day and, give back to somebody who needs it.
Good morning, Beverly.
Good morning.
As part of the Canopy Housing Foundation board, what gets you so excited about Realtors Care Day?
It's coming out and helping people in need, people who can't do things necessarily for themselves, either because of the size of the projects or because of their age or health issues. And I think it's really important to give back to the community and donate our time and our skill set to help somebody improve their quality of life.
How many years have you been doing this?
I think my first Realtor Care Day was in 2015.
And just what do you think the impact across the community's been?
Well, I think it really shines a light on we are here to help people. We are here to keep people in their homes. We're here to help the elderly who can't help themselves. And I think just giving back to the community, and also for the realtors who volunteer, it's really important too for them to see kind of what their efforts go towards in the community that's in need.
So you like to get your hands dirty, but do you prefer planning for landscape or swinging a hammer?
I prefer the demo. I like to throw. I can't. I was gonna say I can't. I like to throw things out. Let's not. Let's get rid of what doesn't serve us. And so that's what we're doing for this lady here.
I'm standing here with a first-time Realtor Care Day volunteer. Who are you?
I'm Ken Cornett. I am the advisory chair for the LGBTQ portion of DIA.
So, as a first-time, what tell us how it feels to be out here.
It's hot. It's 80 degrees today, so we're already sweating and we're in the shade. But all in all, it is just amazing to see the homeowner walking around, talking to us, and honestly just seeing the smile on her face and just the help that we are providing in one simple day with a lot of volunteers here on this site.
So as a first-time volunteer and being super active with the association, is this a day where realtors meet other realtors that they've never seen or have ever worked with?
Yeah, I was thinking of this on the way down, actually, because I was doing some social media posts, and it is truly a day where, as realtors, we don't have to, compete with each other and have that drive where, oh, they're over in this neighborhood or they're doing this in this neighborhood. We are meeting each other for the first time, a lot of us, all different brokerages, all different personalities, all different just areas of the city we live in. And you don't get that ever unless you go to a networking event sometimes.
Miss Barbara, you're the homeowner, and tell us what Realtors Care Day means to you.
Words cannot really describe what Realtor Care Day means to me. I have been looking forward to this day ever since they told me that I was approved. And I can't thank you enough.
How did you hear about the opportunity to be selected?
I received an email in reference to Realtor Care Day to fill out apply for it. And I did. And they called me and told me that I had been approved. How exciting. I was on my little part-time job. My coworker said, Miss Barbara just got some good news.
So you've been in your home for a number of years.
Yes.
How critical is it to keep people in their homes and give them peace of mind that they're able to stay in their home?
How critical is it? Being a senior, I can't do yard work like I did when I first moved here about 30 years ago. So this is very, very important to me.
Anything else you'd like to tell us?
I just want to say to all, when I say all, caps all, for everything that you all are doing, especially for a senior, I could not have done this by myself. Once again, I say thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Barbara. We're standing here with Michael Wong, the area captain for 2023 Realtors Care Day. Michael, tell us about the two projects that you are helping to oversee.
We have two wonderful projects this year. Our first one that we have here on Kendall Avenue is a generational house. This homeowner bought her home from her grandparents and plans to live in it. So it's always great to see properties who have been in someone's family kind of be handed down to the new generation. And she's very grateful that we're doing all the work here. My second project, the one on Wilson Avenue, that project was a code enforcement project. The owner wasn't able to fully clean up their property and had a lot of debris and trash around it. So we're there today to essentially help do a lot of the cleanup work, a lot of the landscaping work, so that he's able to kind of move forward towards helping fix and repair his home versus all the stuff that he needs to do on the outside. So two wonderful projects that we have. All of the volunteers and the site captains have been wonderful. This is always a great day for us to be part of every year.
Michael, you're also a board member of the association, and you are also very, very active with the foundation. What would you tell a new member about getting involved?
I think one of the best things about being involved in the association is you're able to see hands-on the impact that not only the association, but Realtor Care, say the foundation, does for the community. I feel like I've learned a lot from both in terms of understanding not only what's going on in the market, but how we as realtors are adding value to our clients and to our communities.
We're with Jason Morton, and he is an area captain for the 2023 Realtors Care Day. Jason, tell us about your two projects.
Well, we're here in the Pottstown neighborhood of Huntersville, and the house we're working on today, we've been replacing a side stair and deck area and also a front porch area. Both were very unsafe for the homeowner in terms of entering and exiting the property. We've also replaced two storm doors on their doors as well. Up in Mooresville on Ash Street, we had a Habitat for Humanity project, and we've been doing vinyl siding on that exterior of the home. Pretty much when I got up there, they had almost finished the entire siding. So working on those two projects.
In addition to Realtors Care Day, Jason, you also chair the foundation committee. Just tell us, why you are so drawn to volunteer and have a leadership position with the foundation.
Sure. All my life I've wanted to serve, and especially when you can be in charge of an organization that you get to kind of really just take your efforts and put it in the community and really give back in those ways. That just really, kind of gives me the motivation and, definitely the opportunity to just help people. That really just kind of, gets my passion with everything. And so it's just an easy answer in terms of why I serve, especially when it comes to making sure people can stay in their homes.
Every site has its own story, and they're all different. But over the years, has any one particular site or project really just left an indelible mark on you?
As part of the core committee for Realtors Care Day, I am in charge of the homeowner relations, and I do get to talk to all of these homeowners and really hear their stories. One that stood out to me is they're all very unique, and you really get to learn about these people who have been a part of Charlotte forever, longer than a lot of people, because most of the people that are here they come into the area and they haven't been here long, but people have been here 40, 50 years. One that was a really shock to me was the owner's ancestors way back were one of his family members were the charting members of Mecklenburg County. So I found that just unbelievable that this person, were having an impact on them, and their family had an impact on making the Charlotte region what it is today. So that's probably the biggest one that stood out to me, though. All of them are unique in their own ways, and I just love talking to those homeowners.
That's a super wow. And thank you, Jason.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate it.
And so, Daryl, you've been volunteering a long time for Realtors Care Day. And now your son, who's also a realtor and on our board at Canopy MLS. Is this just a generation thing? Is this how you were raised, or why do you do this?
I don't know how it really happened. I know that Todd was always been a good salesman, and he done other things, and he got into real estate. And I've got a broker's license myself, and so it is kind of a thing. I'm a contractor, and so that's where we kind of got started. And I'd love to do volunteer work. I've been all over the country and the world too, helping after disasters and places like that. So got to go to a lot of places.
What were you doing today? What kind of muscle were you putting in today?
Oh, I was doing a little bit of nothing really. Everybody else doing all the work.
So you're the foreman or the supervisor?
I'm a supervisor, and that's exactly right. I just tell them what to do, and they just do it, or they tell me what to do,
Well, you're a good person to have on site.
Yeah,
so,
thank you so much.
Well, thank you for talking with us.
Enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Daryl.
Okay. You're welcome. So we can stop and start as many times, so you'll have no problem. So I'm going to start off with We're here with Charisma Smith, and Charisma is a member of our executive committee for Canopy Realtors Association and Canopy MLS. She's also a long-time volunteer for the foundation. How did you get started with foundation?
I got started with the foundation, just serving, signing up for Realtors Care Day, just enjoying what I do, the passion behind the foundation. We go from homelessness to home ownership. So I just love what I do.
You've seen a lot of, we've done a lot of work over the years. Every site has its story. Is there one particular homeowner or site that you worked on that just really left an impression on you?
Well, they all leave impressions on me. Just today, I was able to speak to the homeowner about some different things that they needed done in their home and why they needed it done and how other seniors could benefit. So they all leave an impression, and we're always able to get other projects through this.
If you're a brand new realtor and you're not sure how to get involved, what kind of advice do you have for them?
I have the advice to look online, read your e-headlines, sign up, and participate. Talk to people in your office. If not, reach out to me directly. I'm Charisma Smith. Reach out to me. I'll get you involved immediately.
Charisma is also our president-elect, which means she will be president for the 2024 Realtors Care Day. Do you have a goal in mind already?
I don't have a goal, but I've had a chance to speak to different sponsors today and different people, and they've been connecting me with different organizations and other nonprofits where we can probably team up and do some other things and make it a bigger scale.
Anything else you'd like to share?
No, it's just a great day, beautiful day in the Carolinas, and just a beautiful day to do work for people in the community.
Realtors Care Day furthers its impact in Haywood, Iredell, and Mecklenburg counties this year with area food drives. Canopy Realtors Western Region members collected food for the Community Kitchen in Canton, North Carolina, along with pet food for the Haywood County Animal Shelter, while the food drive in Mecklenburg and Iredell counties supported Hearts and Hands Food Pantry. At the end of Realtors Care Day, Hearts and Hands Food Pantry received 3,415 pounds of food, and the Community Kitchen in Canton received 5,073 pounds of food. Wow, for a total of 8,400 pounds of food. Just incredible.
Tell us about today and tell us about this food drive.
Absolutely. So this year we are doing our annual food drive in conjunction with Realtors Care Day. All of the food and dog food and diapers and personal items that are collected are being donated to Hearts and Hands Food Pantry in Huntersville, and they serve the greater Mecklenburg and Iredell County areas.
Do you want to tell us how you go about getting the realtors involved, even if they can't volunteer on site? You provide this other volunteer opportunity.
Absolutely. So this year I spoke at several of our members' firms and brokerages and set up bins and boxes throughout the greater Charlotte area so that not only YPN members and members involved in Realtors Care Day, everybody that's a real estate agent coming into that office is then able to donate food towards the food drive.
So you're going to most of the sites today to collect the food. Have you seen any, what's impacted you so far on the sites that you have been? Even you're going to pick up the food, but you're obviously seeing the work being done at the sites. Anything that stands out to you so far?
So Eastway Middle School was definitely an awesome project. Right now, they are in the midst of basically rebuilding the stadium seating for the outdoor events, as well as working on the concession stands. Obviously, though, Realtors Care Day is about doing maintenance for homeowners who aren't necessarily capable, able, financially, whatever it is, to do it themselves. And so to see the response in the community when we get to come out and really make a difference in this homeowner's life, increase their property value, and increase their mood, right? I really think that that's what it's all about. That's definitely my favorite part of getting to see most of the sites on Realtors Care Day.
Today's podcast was all about hope, inspiration, improving communities, and making an impact. We hope you've been inspired and will want to be a volunteer next year. To learn more about Realtors Care Day, visit canopyhousingfoundation.org and select the Events tab for Realtors Care Day. Canopy Realtor Association is pleased to host an in-person Realtor Expo at the Charlotte Convention Center on Thursday, June 1st from 9 to 4:30 p.m. This free event is designed to help Realtor members and MLS subscribers learn and network under the canopy. Realtors will have the opportunity to hear from industry experts, including keynote speaker Joe Rand. You'll also have access to local, state, and national vendors with information, services, and products to enhance your business. Continental breakfast and a boxed lunch is included. Hope to see you at the happy hour reception. Check your e-Headlines newsletter to register today.